I think the whole purpose of what we do is to allow people to feel things, to remember things, you know, to feel. But beyond that, you know, sometimes you play and it doesn't appear as though anyone's listening, and what's interesting then is the music becomes a soundtrack to what's going on.
Music to me is what my life is about, what it's always been. It's been a friend when I've had none. It's been something that's pulled me out of dark places. It's a reason for going on. It's not just a passion. I've often felt that it's something that's ingrained in your soul. When you want to do it and keep doing it, regardless of whether it gives you any type of monetary value or doesn't pay at all. It's just something ingrained in you, like you have to do it.
It's a survival tool. It's a means of communication. I can say things in a song that I wouldn't necessarily need to say to someone to their face, but they can hear what I'm saying loud and clear.
It's been like the one thing that's always been there. No matter what's going on, you can always just pick up my bass or just...
It like never lets you down.
Yeah.
It's like always there, and you can always... It makes you feel better about anything, actually.
Music to me, it's absolutely my life. I can't think of a day that I haven't done something musically, practicing, listening to music. There's not a time that I don't have music playing in the background. I just can't have it, can't live without it.
Music, for me, it just basically means freedom. Because music, you're allowed to express yourself more than basically doing the typical 9-to-5 thing where you're basically doing something for somebody else and not really getting the benefit of it. If I didn't have music, there'd be a hole inside myself.
Well, like, music is my release. It's my long lost place, you know, my far off land. It's my escape sometimes. You know, it's all my emotions, you know, happy, sad. That's what music is to me.
Music, it could be almost anything you want. There's rules, you know, and you can express yourself within the rules, but you can also bend and sometimes break the rules.
It helps me express certain things that I can't vocalize. But also there's a kind of feeling in the skill of being able to do it is satisfying, just like playing a sport and being good at something. I think that's what it is for me. It's one of the skills I have, and I like nurturing it.
And even I know myself, you know, music is a soundtrack for my life. You know, how I like to play songs that I can express my life through, you know. And just about any song, you know, you can do that. I mean, that's what songs are for, you know, to like tell a story.
When I'm on stage, it's exhilarating. It's at that moment that I know that I'm alive, and when I see people that are connecting with the music, it's so uplifting, and it's so energizing, and it helps to propel me forward, and you know, it reminds me that this is what I'm supposed to do.
The best thing about being in a band is getting to play live in front of people that, you know, when you start playing and they know your songs, it's just the best feeling in the world.
It's addicting.
It is addicting.
It's addicting.
It's the best feeling in the world. I can't describe anything like it. You're leading people. You're leading them, you know, in music. You're leading them, you know, in spiritual thing, a spiritual entity.
It's just so much fun playing.
Yeah, that too.
That's the main thing. We always have so much fun on stage. It's just like you can be your own person. You know, I don't really care what anybody thinks of you.
It's just, I don't know, I find it just if I'm on stage playing, I don't even think about anything else, you know? That's all I need to do is have a guitar in my hands.
You know, it just feels right. I'm probably more awkward and nervous when I'm not on stage. I've never really ever had a problem. Always just feel right at home when I'm on stage.
You could have the shittiest day at work, and you get on stage, and man, it all goes away. You're seeing the people in the front row with their arms in the air cheering. You see the girls dancing.
It makes me feel good to play a number and have everybody look up. I haven't heard that in quite a while. They might want to get up and sing it. But when you finish, there was that smile as if to say, hey, I know that you know, and you know that I know. You know what I mean? But that's a good feeling for a musician.
In terms of sacrifice, I have come full circle in order to have music be part of my life. There was a brief moment in time when I kind of lost sight of the bigger dream, and it was all about working and paying bills and being a single mom. And it was actually events that kind of made me realize that I needed music, and music needed me.
After my daughter was born, I decided to, devote my life to this because of her, and to try to make something of myself instead of just being that business person, that person who goes in and works a 9 to 5. I want to show her that there's something else to life. You can follow your dreams. I had my parents growing up. My dad was a steel worker, and he was a gifted musician, very talented. And he went and decided to work 9 hours a day in a steel mill to support me and my family. I want to show her you can be supported. You might not have everything. You might not have designer clothes and everything, but this is what you give up to be able to chase your dream and do what you want to do.
Playing music, you just obviously sacrifice your time, especially being in a band that's trying to be up and coming, sacrifice your income, and a lot of ways, I guess, you sacrifice your devotion to anything else because you're completely devoted to music and what you're doing. So that kind of leaves a void in everything else. But if you love what you're doing, then it's completely worth it.
Pretty much everything else I do in my life is to do this. Aside from friends and family and normal little things, everything else is the fuel that drives this engine.
But if I'm playing music in 10 years and I'm not homeless, then I'll be happy with that. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I really wish we could say oh, we're gonna have this going for us, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and just from playing for a while, you realize you have no idea at all. So, and I guess that's part of being a musician, not knowing and being all right with that. There's so many people that have their entire life planned out, and that's just part of being. That's one of the special things about playing music. You do not know, and if you think you do, you're lying to yourself. And you just got to be all right with that. And I'm happy with the fact that all of us are all right with that.
I've quit college because I want to do this full time. Pretty much the only nice things I have in my life are my musical equipment. Everything else, I got a crappy car, crappy job. So I'm just doing whatever it takes.
I'm ready to go out and give this a serious shot, and I think all the other guys in my band are too. And it's definitely going to take a lot of sacrifice. I should get a real job after I graduate and start paying off my student loans, but it's not what I want to do, and I don't think it's what any of the other guys want to do either. I think we really just we see ourselves being happy with this, and if we don't make it, and I'm not saying what's make it, I'm not trying to get on MTV or whatever, but just on the road, go out and playing for shows and have people like it, But I think that can definitely happen, and it's worth fighting for, absolutely.
I guess, most people think making it would be being a rock star and, something like that, but I don't think you have to be at that level to really make it, in music, because it's just all how you feel about it,
Don't think of stardom, don't think of the chicks, don't think of the money. If we can do this and just keep our families happy, keep food on the table, and have that little extra chunk of change, that's making it to me.
To not have to worry about getting up and going to another job to support the job that you want to do. If that means I make a ton of money, I make just enough money, you know, if I make the same wage that I'm making working somewhere else, you know, fast food or something, I can pay the bills there, and if I can do it with music, then it's cool with me.
We just realized that, you know, there's a long way to go, and like the worst thing I think we could do is just give up, especially after all the time and effort we put into us and how much drive we have for this.
Like we know it's going to be impossible to like make it anywhere in music, but it's just the fact that you just can't quit on something like this. Like if you do, you give it up, you know.
One of those things I said, well, I'm not going to make much money doing this, but I enjoy it, and that's what keeps me going.
If I'm having a good time and I'm happy and I get to drive around the country and play shows, even for a couple people a night, but hang out with my friends and play music that I really love, that's fine with me. Because I see a lot of people, and I know a lot of people see a lot of people that, you know, could be really rich, but they're not happy.
I think I'd definitely choose something I loved and then have $1 million and not have music. I think that music drives a lot of people's life. I know mine, especially.
It doesn't matter where we do it. What we do is we enrich life of people.
Because it's not about fame or money or anything like that. It's about that transfer of emotion and being able to have a song or a performance or something that you did with your music to be able to change someone. The line I think I like the best is from a Frank Zappa album, and it's just, music is the best. And that's the way I feel when I'm doing it and doing it well, and we're all in that zone, is I just feel the best. There's no real way, I think, to describe it.
I'm DJ. I'm the guitarist in Catgut Tonic.
My name's Gary. I sing for the band Catgut Tonic.
I'm Robbie Perrone. I play bass for the band Catgut Tonic.
Steve Antos. I play drums in Catgut Tonic.
I'm Corey. This is Andy. And we're in a band called The Composure.
My name's Jill Edgett. I have been playing the organ now since I was around 13, so being 27, about 14 or 15 years.
John Hughes, pianist here at the Pittsburgh Athletic Association from Pittsburgh, PA. And I've got an associate here with me named David Fellow, and he makes sure the old man stays on the road.
Right, so I play the bass with Mr. Hughes.
I'm Ant, or Anthony Morelli. People call me Ant. I'm the guitarist for Rainstation Zero.
My name's Greg Damjanovic. I'm the bass player for Rainstation Zero.
My name is Sarah Jane Ettinger, and I am the vocalist for Rainstation Zero.
My name's Sean Delverny. I play drums in Rainstation Zero.
My name's Diego Burns, and I play in a band called Spontanea. I'm lead singer and I play guitar.
Dave Doherty, and I play guitar.
My name is Michael Petrosky, and I play bass guitar in Spontanea.
And my name is Eric Leach. I play the drums in Spontanea.